Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. I am here. I am back, and I'm here today for a little haul time. I have a Temu haul, and I also have a small Five Below haul, and I wanted to jump on and catch up with you guys. I haven't been here in a while, so let me explain for those that are new here what we do here. This is Crazy Callan Vlogs. This is a secondary channel. I have a main channel, which is Crazy Days of Callan, where I haul from the Dollar Tree on Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. And over here, I made this spin-off channel so that I could connect with everybody in a different way, more personal time. There's no rhyme or reason to this channel. This is just hanging out, everyday life, hauls outside of the Dollar Tree, sharing myself with you personally, because I've made so many wonderful connections with so many great people from my main channel. So I haven't hopped on in a while. This whole entire last good 6 months has been wild, especially the last two. And so things are just kind of getting back slowly to normal. And I had some time this afternoon. I received some packages that I'm very thrilled came in before the holidays so I could see what I got. And I wanted to share it with everyone. I never shop at Five Below, literally ever. So I will show you what I picked up from there. It's just a very small pile. And I went in for one thing and came out with four other things, but I think that they're great for $5 a piece. So there is that. And then several weeks ago, I put in a Temu haul because this is my second purchase from that particular company. And I got the items for Cindy and Isaiah's themed Disney Christmas because they're going to Disney for the first time on a couples trip in the new year. So I wanted to find them some cool things from that company that were reasonably priced that I could put in their packages under the Christmas tree. So let's start off with Temu because I have more of that than I have Five Below. And then at the end of all of this, if we still have time, well, we can have time if we'd like to have time, because again, there's no scheduling to this channel. I will share with you just what's been going on. Really not that much, but we'll talk about it at the end. Now, I'm going to give you my honest opinion of the things that I got from Temu. Temu seems to be a very, very reasonably priced website to purchase things from. So honest to goodness, I don't have really humongous expectations that everything is going to be what it views as in the pictures on the website. But for the prices that I picked these things up for, I'm willing to compromise a little bit here and there. There are some things that I absolutely love and that I think are great. And then there's some things that I'm probably not going to pass on to the kids and just keep for myself because I don't find that it's good enough quality to give to them to go to their first Disney trip in the new year. So I will show you this sweatshirt right here I got in a large for Miss Cindy Bindi. And I think it's super cute. I think it's adorable. I did size up. Let me tell you that. I did size up. She is a very petite little peanut, and she takes about a medium. And I went large, and I really wished I hadn't because this is going to be swimming on her. This is a pink hoodie. And I just absolutely love the image on this. So that's why I picked it for her. I think it's very much her style. Really, really cool and cute. It has a great warm material. And from the first Temu haul that I purchased, a sweatshirt for myself with a Halloween theme on it, which I shared on this channel as well, probably well over a month ago. I do like this material. I've worn that sweatshirt many, many times. I've washed it and air dried it, and it's worked out well for me. So I think that the quality of this is nice. It's going to be warm, but I really wished I got it in a medium. I was assuming it was going to come in a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but this actually even probably could fit me because it kind of reminds me of an extra large, to be honest. And she's very small. She's very small. So this possibly could be mine. This possibly could be mine, and then I'll repurchase it for her. That was under $10. I think it was like $8.99. Now, so I might just get her a new one. So I liked the image on it though very much. This is also another shirt that I got her in a large, which I'm regretting all the large purchases. So let me just start with that because this is much bigger. And also will very well fit me. So again, I might keep this for myself because I love Disney also. And someday we would like to get back there. But I want to probably purchase her another one in a small or a medium. This is a very nice material. I do like the quality of the t-shirts that I have for myself in the previous purchase. And also this one right here, very nice, silky, very thick, heavy quality. It's a very nice shirt, and I think this was like $7 or something like that. And I love all the images on here, the silhouettes of the Disney characters and the castle in the middle shaped into Mickey Mouse's head. And I love the color pink. This type of pink and also a lot of neutrals is definitely her color line. Then I love these, and these are going to be so great for my son. Absolutely, hands down, my favorite things in the whole entire Temu haul are just fantastic. This is my son's shirt I got for him, and there it is right there. It's a gray t-shirt. I got this in an XL. I'm so fly, I never land. And it has Peter Pan on it. And I think that that is so awesome. I think the play on words is fantastic. I love the silhouette of Peter Pan. It's a beautiful gray color. The quality is nice. And I'm so excited to give this to him so that, he can wear it throughout the parks. So love, love, love that shirt. Such a great price. I think that was around the $7 price range as well in the men's department. This, I think he's going to look so cute in, and maybe if they're going on like a Disney date night in downtown Disney, going out to dinner. This is a collared shirt. The one thing I will say about it is that it's a very sheer material, as you can see, but down in Florida, it could be warm out. It could be a little bit cool during the nights and stuff like that, but he always wears a tank top underneath everything that he wears. So I'm not too worried about it, and I think he's going to love it. It's a nice heavy quality polo shirt. It has the little Mickey Mouse silhouette right there. And I love the ribbing on it around the collar and the sleeves. This is so stunning. It's an XL, and it was offered in so many other, other colors and options of things that looks just like this with the Mickey Mouse on it. It was just a fantastic purchase. And I think that was like roughly, could have been around the $10 price range, but definitely would have paid that price even outside of Temu to pick up a shirt that looks like that. And the material is very, it's almost like that sweat type of absorbing, if he is sweating, that will help with the sweat. I don't know what you call it. I know you guys will know what I'm trying to say. I just can't express it. My brain is firing out. So I grabbed that for him, and it's going to be nice for Florida, is basically what I'm telling you. Then I picked up these Minnie Mouse ears, and I thought that these were so cute. I think these were $3, and they have this nice fuzzy teddy bear type of quality to them. I love the puffy bow up here that it's almost like a pillow type of feeling. They are so cute, and I love it in that tan color because these are so my Cindy. So I got her that little cute ear set. Then I picked this up, and this was $3 as well. It's a little wristlet purse. Now this puffs out, just fantastically. It has a little pocket right on the inside. This could have been like $3 or $4 or $3.50 or something like that. A Minnie Mouse bag with the gray polka dots and the pink up here. I love the Minnie ears, and the vinyl is very smooth and silky, and I think it's just a great purchase for that price. So I'm very excited to give her this as well, and I think she's going to love it very much. Now, this is the thing I think I'm going to keep for myself because I don't think it's strong enough, sturdy enough, even as just a little carrying case to actually put things in there and keep them concealed. The inside of this bag is very poorly put together. This was $5.50. The zipper kind of stinks on it, so that's another reason. But look, the sewing inside is it's poor quality. It really is like just I wouldn't have even paid five for this if I had seen it in person. It's very cute. I like the embellishments on it. I think that it's adorable in the sense of, looking at it from a distance, but functionally, I don't think it's great. And plus, the snap part, it snaps in, but it almost has like a very difficult snap so that you have to press really hard. And I don't want any of her belongings to ever, fall out of this or the zipper to break when they're at the parks. And it's not my jam. I would return it, but I think I'm just going to use it. Returning stuff, I don't know. It takes a lot of effort. Maybe I will. I know I can use it just around town. It just has a nice long strap here that I can adjust, do over the shoulder like I like to do. I could even put like a little wristlet type of band on here so that I can wear it around my wrist because it has the snap, the little clips on the side, but I'm probably just going to adjust it and use it as a crossbody. I like the look of it. It's very cute. I'm really kind of sad at how poorly that was put together. That should have been like $3, to be honest with you. For $3, I probably would have said, okay, this is like good, but that was like $5.50, so I don't like it. Then this bag as well. Not too bad. This was around the $5 price range also. This is one of the, I got this in like the men's section on Temu, and this is like a very chintzy feeling of a crossbody bag for the men to wear like across their chest. It does have several different compartments in it, but again, it's very poorly put together inside. Um, and it just feels like, something could break on it. It feels like something may go wrong with this when they're trying to move about for a full day. They're young kids. They're going to Disney for the first time. This is going to be a learning curve for them. They plan on staying at the parks all day. For those of us that have been to Disney, like multiple times. I definitely, every time I've gone back, have done the parks a little bit differently. The first trip, we stayed at Disney for like 24 hours. I swear to you, it felt like that. But realistically, we stayed for like a 16-hour day, and it was just too much. And we did parks every single day. Then the next time we did 2 parks, then skipped a day, stayed at home. We only did parks for like a few hours, came back to the hotel, took a break, swam, went back in the evenings. We adjusted it every single time we've gone. Now, these guys are 20 years old, and they are planning on going to the parks as long as they're open from start to finish. So I don't want anything weird to go on. I don't want one of these snaps to break. It's not really a very thick quality strap to go around his body. It is adjustable. I'm probably going to give this to Richie for fishing around our area when he needs to put like his little hooks and his bobbers and all of his things inside of this, crossbody it, walk with his fishing pole down to the river or to the pond up the street so that he can fish for the day. So I'm probably going to give this to him. And there is a label on here, and even the label is not even glued on correctly, as well as the little patch they put it on. It's kind of all coming off. So I definitely don't like that for $5 for sure. Now this little darling right here is fancy, and I love the little case that it came in. So that is what the case is. And inside there is a magnificent Mickey shaped hair clip, and it's beautiful, shiny black, and this is gonna look so adorable in her hair. I just can't even believe it. And then if she wants to just keep it in the case so it doesn't break when she's not wearing it, this is great for like a little traveling case for it. And I am absolutely in love with this. Now, they had them in so many colors, but I think that was like a little over $1, if I can remember correctly. And I thought it was fantastic. Now, okay, I have a whole bag of goodies down here. I do. I'm in love with this, and I know Cindy is going to lose it when she sees this. This very nice, the tones on here are fantastic. This is like a faux leather. I love the bow I love all the gold, attachments for the different keys to be added to it. I like this little part up here where you can just swing it in your hand to hold on to it, attach it to one of the backpacks. I'm hoping to find her another really nice backpack. This is so nice. Absolutely so fantastically nice. And I think this was roughly around that $3 price point as well. And I just think it's magnificent. I think it's absolutely the cutest little Minnie Mouse treat to add as an embellishment to your bag. And then it's useful for putting your things that are necessary on it. And it came with this little tool inside of it, I guess, just in case it comes apart. I don't really know. So thanks for the tool, guys. Okay, now we're winding down the Temu stuff here. This, I'm really sad of how it came in because it shows when I purchased it that it was going to be like on like a cardboard paper so that I could see them all at once, kind of down in a row. But these all together were around $3 also. And they just came kind of willy-nilly in a bag. And these are hair ties. And they have these embellishments on it, which they're really cute. They're really cute for the price. And there was many of them. I just don't like the way they threw them in the little plastic bag. And I love all the colors for her. So if she wants to wind up her hair and, just keep her hair back and out of her face, who knows if it's going to be super hot or cool. And this is just a way for it to tie around. A cute bun or a messy bun while she's going through the parks. And then, or she could even use it like on her wrist. And I think that they're all really cute. And I think that that was definitely worth the price. Now, this is the last from Temu. This I got for myself just because I wanted to see. No, it's not the last. I have two more things. Now, this is a set. And I think this was $1.99 for this adorable set. I'm going to situate it so that you guys can see it perfectly. This is the sweetest thing. And I absolutely love it. I got it for Richie and I. Look at these little cutie patooties. I'm obsessed. You aim them toward each other in a kissing manner. And now that I know how cute they are, because I almost questioned if they were going to come in as cute as they looked on the website, but now I know that they're this cute, I'm going to go back and repurchase them for the kids so that they can have them, under the Christmas tree. And they had so many different variations of them. I'm obsessed with the balloons flying and that little Mickey Mouse in his hand back there, the little head that the balloons are wound around. They are so cute. And these also came with some sticky tabs. If you can see them, they're little sticky tabs. And I'm going to put them on the dashboard in my car so that they ride with me every day. And those were, I think, if I remember right, they were $1.99. And then this is last. This is last right here, okay? So look at this pin. I found I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I could not believe it when I saw it on the website because in Salem, Mass, they had craft fairs going on everywhere as they normally do every single year. And they had pins, like a whole board of pins from so many different shops. And they had these pins for sale for $5 a piece. And I found the same exact one that I was unwilling to pay $5 for at the Salem, Mass craft fairs during Halloween. And I found it for, I think, 89 cents. I think it was roughly 89 cents on Temu. So there is Ariel, and she's holding an Ursula doll. And I'm completely obsessed with it. I'm so thrilled with that. I love it entirely much. So that is what I got. That is what I got. So that's just some of the things I'm going to give to the kids. Those other couple of things I'm going to keep for myself and just pass on to me and my husband and then repurchase them. Some other things I'm definitely trying to get used to, like sizing and stuff. And so that's my take on it. And I like I'd give it like if I was to grade my purchase, I would say I give it like a C plus. But I really am obsessed with my son's shirts for sure. That pin and her keychain. Those are my top favorites. So picked those up. Now let's get to some Five Below stuff. Here we go. I never go to Five Below ever. I swear to you, I'm not fibbing to you when I tell you this. I go to Dollar Tree multiple times a week. I have Dollar Trees everywhere, literally everywhere. I travel to about 27 of them a month. I have a hit list of who I go to, during the week, before work hours. Then I go to work and I might hit a couple on the way home from where I work about 20 minutes from my house. They are everywhere. And then on the weekends, I like to do Dollar Tree road trips, and I've been doing them for years, even before I had a YouTube channel. So I go to the Dollar Tree consistently. I go to Aldi's about once a week and pick up purchases there. I go to Walmart maybe every couple of weeks if I need to, and just to put around, be nosy, see what's happening out there in the world of merchandise and prices and things like that. I'm horrified. But if I find cute stuff that I really like and it's on good clearance prices, I'll pick it up from Walmart. But it has to be like well under $5 on a clearance, or just a random rack of a cool sale or something like that. And I pick up like my water jugs from there when I run out of my replaceable water, big huge 5-gallon things for my beverages in my kitchen. So repurchase those, and then I might put around on that day. Other than that, there's 50 bajillion stores all around me in my vicinity. I live in the city. I live in the city about 27 minutes out of Boston. There's shopping centers literally everywhere, but Dollar Tree and Aldi's is about it. And now other people have suggested I go on Temu. So I've purchased from them twice. And then I decided the other day, looking at the flyers on Sunday, I decided that I was going to pop into Five Below because they had this big throw that looked really soft, really cozy. It didn't say the price in the little flyer, which I was confused about. I swear they're just trying to keep prices away from our eyes to get us into the store just to put around. So I went because the Five Below is pretty much everywhere I go to. I just never go in there. So I went in. I went to go find that throw. I found the throw. I went to purchase it, and it was $12. Now, $12, not a big deal, but is it necessary? I'm not going to spend $12 on a throw. If it was like a bigger blanket that could fit my whole bed, fine. But for $12 for a throw, just not my thing. Cute enough, but not my price range. So I was a little peeved. I was a little tired, and I'm like, oh, I really didn't need to go out this evening. I went through a lot of traffic to get up there, but I'm like, okay, it was a mess. So I asked them to take it off of the checkout because everything here is self-checkout. So he came back over, he took the blanket out. I said, $12. I said, these prices everywhere, even the Dollar Tree going up to like $150 on glasses and other things. It still says Dollar Tree. Things are bananas to me in my brain. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't want it for 12, but it's nice. And, he was like, oh, we have so many things in for Christmas, this and that. So, because I was telling him that I was just trying to pick up little things that I'm finding, through flyers and stuff. He was a very sweet kid. So I went around and I started to look at the things that they were putting out for Christmas. And this is what I found. Okay. This is what I found. And this was $5. So I think that this is the best thing ever, ever for $5. This is Disney, a storybook library advent calendar countdown to Christmas with 24 exciting books inside of it. Is that not the coolest thing? The packaging is my favorite. And then there are all the pockets to pull out. I'm only going to pull out one. And to pull out little books that are about this size of all of these Disney stories. And to look at the pages inside of it. I used to have books that looked just like this when I was a little girl that had this type of, illustrations and writing throughout them. This completely made my heart feel much better when I picked that up. So that was $5 for 24 little mini books that I think are fantastic. Then I never thought that Five Below would have anything above a large or an XL in any of their clothing options, so I've never peeked. And while I was over looking at the advent calendars that were against the front window of the store, the t-shirt line for Christmas was put out on the end cap right next to where I was standing. So I happened to look over and see XXL because I prefer my shirts baggy. I like them to flop around and not be like right on me. And then I looked up at the wall because it shows you pictures of what should be in those slots below where the t-shirts are all folded. So I found an image that looked like this and I was like, tell me that they have that. Tell me that they have that in an XXL. And they did. They absolutely did. So I picked this one up. Absolutely love it. I love the older looking images on it. Let me pull the sticker off so that you can see it better. Look at that. 'Tis the season, and I'm completely in love with it. Absolutely fantastic. Love the coloring on it, the characters on it, the lettering, the font. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. And then we have this one right here. And I got all of these t-shirts in an XXL. I have more holiday clothes than I have just everyday clothes. I can tell you that. Once Halloween starts, I am holidayed out for like until New Year's Eve is over. I don't have Thanksgiving themed clothes, but I have a lot of warm, rustic type of colored clothing and accessories that can go with outfits. But I have so many Halloween outfits that I can get through the whole month of October and even beyond that if I wanted to just wear Halloween clothes constantly. And then you get to Christmas and I blow your socks off. I am bedazzled from leggings to fuzzy, ugly sweaters with glitter and garland all over it. And I wear them every day. Jewelry, accessories. And so this is just an addition to my holiday wear. Then we have this t-shirt, Santa's Workshop, right here. I love the older style imaging on them. Very soft, comfy quality of the shirts. I think that they're phenomenal. And then this one here, my Lanta. This is my favorite saying. Absolutely my favorite saying. We went around saying this for years, just laughing about it because of this movie. Smiling is my favorite. I love Elf. He is my favorite. Christmas Vacation, Clark, all of them. I love it. And Elf is fantastic. Smiling is my favorite. That's my motto anyways, so I needed to have that shirt. Now, every single one of those shirts were $5.55, so I picked them up. And I thought, wow, hold on a minute, because I just looked through a bunch of holiday shirts on Temu, and those Five Below shirts that had great Christmas images on them. I know what size they are because I can touch them and hold them up to myself, and they're not just online, for $5.55. I'm going to try these before I purchase those on a website where I don't know what I'm going to be getting until I get it. So I grabbed that, and that is it. That is it for the hauls. So I hope you liked this. And I love the holidays. I absolutely always have. My mom always made them incredibly special for me, and I always made them so magical for my son too. When I was a little girl, my mom used to put jingle bells underneath my bed. She used to tie bells, as I found out when I was much, much older. And then every time I turned in the bed or I shuffled in the bed, the jingling was just very faint and sweet. And I always like it, almost like just brings you to a point where you can almost hear the reindeer landing on the roof, and you can hear Santa coming down the chimney with the little noises and things like that. And I always loved the way that she would just nibble at the cookies and drink the milk, half. It was just so special. it was so incredibly, incredibly special and wonderful and fantastic. And it just made me so happy. So, yeah, I did put a disclosure. Remember that I'm saying this. I did put, right on the title of this video, no kids should be watching this video. Holiday, holiday content for us parents. So that is what, don't have your kids be checking this out or listening into it while I'm talking. Thank you very much. So, anywho, so there is that. And so I'd like to get started on my holidays really early. I like to prepare in advance because it gets a little hairy, scary out there as you get closer and closer to the holiday. We're not doing anything majorly extravagant. I'm going to get some nice things for the people that I love, make the day special and fun and cute. And it's just going to be a nice time to give out presents and watch people smile. So that's what has been happening over like the last 2 weeks. I'd say I've started to like scout out things here and there. So I was pretty happy when I got that package on there. And on the porch today because I was very feverishly waiting for it. Now, speaking of fevers, I've been not feeling well. I have some form of like a weird virus, a cold. There's something happening. I don't know what it is. I just feel very under the weather. My throat hurts, my chest is kind of congested. I've been getting headaches and stuff like that. So I've pretty much just been here relaxing, resting, recuperating, tending to my home, which I always love to do. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to fib to you. It is a lot of work, and some days I feel extremely overwhelmed and very, very frustrated because there's just so much to do all the time. This is a big house. I have 3 floors. We got it because my son, was going to be with us for several more years when we purchased it. And then I'm hoping he's going to stay here and just keep banking and getting ready for his future until he's a little bit into his 20s and stuff. So he can be prepared and fully ready for the world that we have to live in now. And I think that that's kind of the plan at this point. So I wanted to have personal private space for him. So he occupies the whole entire second floor, uses a lot of the, space down here as well, but he has a full floor up there to himself. Richie and I reside on this complete level, but I take care of all of it because these 2 guys are just they work well over 40 hours a week. They work huge, huge work weeks. And I have the availability to move around my schedule as needed. And because I have my own cleaning business and I also am here with you for YouTube and stuff like that with you, my beautiful village friends and family. And so I have the ability, I'm the only one that has the ability to move around things that I need to schedule my days as a what needs to be done and what my priorities are, which is very helpful at this stage in my life. And so I take care of this whole place, and there's a lot to do every day. And sometimes I just like to shuffle along with my PJs on, my comfy cut up shirts, and tend to my stuff. I just went through and cleaned out my whole closet area. I cleaned and just went over the baseboards, dusted, swept, washed floors, refolded all the clothes because my husband tends to leave a mess where his clothes kind of set up in that area. So that just took me a couple of hours to do, but I listened to my Stephanie Harlow podcast and I was just like in the zone of, her. I don't know if you like crime, true crime type of stories, but Stephanie Harlow is my favorite if you've never heard me say that before. So I had her on, I was jamming out to her and just cleaning and organizing. You know what we do. You know what we do. Cleaning, organizing, constantly keeping lists so that we know what the next project is going to be, to-do list, errand to be run, bill to be paid, all of that stuff. And then I've been resting a lot in the very early part of the evening and going to bed super early because I feel pretty okay in the daytime for some reason. This has been going on for like probably like a week. I've been feeling a little off, and then it intensified over the weekend. Sunday night, I felt terrible. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just a little bit worse. And today's Thursday, and I'm not feeling fancy at all. But the evenings, I seem to just get so much worse. I start getting like feverish, and I feel like hot flashy, and then I get a cold burst, and I have tested quite a few times. I'm negative. So it's just a weird virus. I've talked to the doctor. They just said, you don't know how many people that we see in here, that are having symptoms like that. Virus, rest, sleep, water, hydration, nutrition, all that stuff. Just make sure that you're attending to yourself, you're listening to your body. If anything else happens, worse, come in for an appointment, go to the hospital if, it's off hours from the doctor's office and stuff. So I've just been trying to like wrap it up early, rest, relax, recuperate, and just keep myself in like a little bubble. So that's it. But my throat is starting to hurt again. I chugged like a ton of water before I did this so that I would feel a little bit better and be able to do this with you guys. I really couldn't wait to jump on. Once I saw that package on the porch, I was really, really thrilled because I was afraid it wasn't going to come where it hadn't come in a couple of weeks after I had already purchased the stuff. So I'm glad it's here. I'm really glad I got to show you. I most likely will be going back to Five Below, to be honest. I just kind of want to see what else they're going to put out for Christmas. I mean, they even had the Christmas music on in the store. I think that was my favorite part, was to have the Christmas music playing when I was looking through those t-shirts and finding that advent calendar, which that was the cutest one in my opinion, but they had so many other advent calendar sets throughout the store in all different areas. So just what was up against the window wasn't even all of it. There was even an advent calendar over in like excuse me, I have the hiccups, the cosmetic area and stuff. So I'm pretty pumped about like what options could potentially be there for about $5. Now, am I going to purchase something that's more than $5.55? Probably not. Probably not. Because I do want to do some other things for Christmas outside of even just purchasing. I want to give the kids some money, some gift cards straight for Disney reasons so that they will have some more spending money on hand. But I like to put little things with the gift cards, so that they have something also to open that could potentially be useful for something that they want, need, or are going to enjoy, especially going on their first adult vacation. And this will be the first time my son has ever flown. You guys may have already heard me say this in, time past, but I do not fly. I've never flown my entire life. I have no intention on flying. So every single time that we've ever traveled, which has been a lot, I either drive there by myself, because I like to be in control of the vehicle. I either drive there myself or we take Amtrak. And that's what we've done always for traveling. But I have never ever discouraged him ever or made him fearful of flying. And I always told him, as soon as you get old enough, you're going to go on a plane and you're going to travel and see the world and all those things. I just never made him fearful of it because I just knew everybody that was fearful of it. So it kind of built itself into me. So I didn't want to do that to him. He just purchased his plane tickets with Cindy, and I'm excited for them. I'm driving them to the airport, picking them up from the airport, and I have faith in God and, the world that we are going to pray for their safe arrival, their safe departure, and getting home, and he's going to have the best vacation ever. So that is what we're going to go for. So that is it. All right, my little darlings, this is exhausted and I love you guys so much. So thank you for being here with me. This is 38 minutes. I told you there's no rhyme or reason over here. So that's it. I'm going to be kind to myself and I'm going to go chill out for a little bit because I've done enough cleaning. I've done enough yapping. And now I'm going to go hide stuff in my cubby holes for presents hidden. And I will see you guys over on Crazy Days of Callan for Happy Saturday Dollar Tree haul. I love all your beautiful faces. Bye, everyone.